going on, everybody? My name is Melvin Ward, the one and only, and this is Mel's News. Here at Mel's News, we talk about current events, world news, sports, or anything that's happening local in your community. And today is Thursday. I think it's Thursday. I don't know what day we are on the quarantine, but I am for sure positive that today is Thursday. And yes, I am wearing the glasses again. I don't know, it makes me feel more professional and I don't want to say smart, but it makes me feel like, you know, somebody. Oh, and this is probably clickbait. I'm going to change the title every time for more people to look at this video and to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. But you guys want the rapid fire news, right? Well, here we go. In current events, AMC is officially banning Universal Studios or just Universal Pictures due to the fact that Universal has decided to stream one of their movies, which was Trolls World Tour, and it grossed over like 100 million views. I think that's the numbers, but yeah, I mean, you can't really knock somebody for the hustle. I mean, but supposedly AMC is willing to work with Universal. I mean, look, I barely go to AMC anyway. I do Cinemark, even though AMC do they do have kind of like the the dine-in service that's pretty good. But I mean, hey, don't knock the hustle. In other news, this is sad to say, but the United States has officially passed everyone with the number of cases with the COVID-19, which is over 1 million cases for the COVID-19, which is sad. And the number of deaths has officially surpassed the number of deaths of U.S. in the Vietnam War. Yeah, I'm just kind of speechless. In more other news, the Oscars has now allowed streaming movies to be eligible for the Oscars. I mean, that's great news. I mean, because not a lot of people were going to watch those movies that were in theaters anyway, or some of the ones that are kind of boring to watch. But hey, I mean, 1917 was pretty good, but I think that was the Oscars last year. But hey, movies like What Happened on Monday, even though that was a couple of years ago. But movies that are streaming now, or I don't know, this might be the new norm. I mean, I don't know when the movie theaters are going to be opening up. And like I said before, AMC has banned all Universal movies. But no, we'll see what happens with the Oscars. Maybe I should stream my movie. Yeah, and maybe I can get an Oscar, right? In sports, quarterback Andy Dalton of the Cincinnati Bengals has just been released from the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think it's because the Cincinnati Bengals just drafted Joe Burrow from LSU. He's a quarterback. So people are, I guess, wondering where he's going to be landing. Not really sure. I heard New England's looking for the quarterback. Welcome back to another segment of Mel's Advice, where I give my advice on a subject and people send me questions. So today comes from an anonymous sender and it reads, "What's going on, Melvin? I have a huge, serious question. Me and my father's relationship is not good, and I'm trying to rekindle the relationship by calling, but my pride is getting in the way. Should I call him or not? Should you call your father, who you don't really have a good relationship with?" It's funny because I can kind of relate to this, but I would say, and you said that your pride is getting in the way too. First thing I would do, man, is just pray on it, before you make any rash decisions, because you might, go into the conversation, or if you do decide to call him, you might not be, you might not be completely present. You might be coming in with a completely different motive. But I would pray first, talk to God about it. And then after that, I would call your father, because you don't know when it's someone's last day on this earth. You know what I mean? So I would, pray, call him, and and in all honesty, I don't know, if he's been in your life like that or what, but control the conversation, meaning that, like, you have the power. Like, don't allow him to take that power away. You know what I mean? So pray about it, call him, have control of the conversation, and be genuine, you know what I mean? And be truthful with how you're feeling. I mean, maybe you have a lot on your mind and on your heart that you really want to tell him. Speak your piece, and then just kind of wash your hands with it. You know what I mean? So don't allow what happened in the past, or if you've never had a relationship with your father, don't allow that to deter you from moving forward. Because, maybe this is probably the point in your life where, in order for you to move forward, you have to address what's, happening, or what happened in the past. You know what I mean? So close this chapter in the book and go on to another one. So that's my biggest advice for you today. Meme of the day. Yep, this is part of my show where I look at a random meme and get my thoughts and opinions on it. You guys can send me any random meme you want via my Instagram or Twitter at Melvin S. Ward. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Melvin S. Ward, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is just under Melvin Ward, and smash that like button and click on the notification bell if you guys want notifications of videos every day. Here we go. So this meme comes from an anonymous sender and it reads, "White only." Whites only, huh? Well, that sign's not gonna stop me. I don't know how to read anyway. You know what? I don't really know what to say about this meme. I don't even know why, I picked this meme. It's kind of a jab at people of color who don't really know how to read. So, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about that. And that's it today for Mel's News. I'm Melvin Ward, the one and only. Y'all be good, go out and be great, and God bless.